The Russian Aerospace Forces announced that it had struck targets in Ukraine with Kh-47 Kinzhal hypersonic missiles fired from Mikoyan MiG-31 jet fighters. The mystique of the MiG-31 lives on. Last week, the Russian Aerospace Forces announced that it had struck targets in Ukraine with Kh-47 Kinzhal hypersonic missiles fired from Mikoyan MiG-31 jet fighters. The Ukrainian Air Force confirmed the missile launches in the vicinity of Starokostiantynivka in the Khmelnytsky region by Russian forces. In October, Russian state media outlet TASS reported that MiG-31 fighters armed with hypersonic weapons would begin conducting patrols over the Black Sea on the orders of Russian Federation President Vladimir Putin. In fulfillment of the political decision by the country's leadership, MiG-31 aircraft with Kinzhal missiles are ready for patrolling in the airspace over the Black Sea and are just waiting for an order to come, a Kremlin told TASS. It was also in October that MiG-31 fighters in service with the Russian Navy's Northern Fleet conducted dogfight drills at stratospheric altitudes. A MiG-31 fighter was reported to have climbed to an altitude of over 11,000 meters over the Barents Sea, where it intercepted and notionally destroyed an intruder. The long-range, two-seat supersonic aircraft has maintained a certain mystique in the West, in part because there remains much speculation over all of its capabilities. Developed for the Soviet Air Forces at the Mikoyan Design Bureau as a replacement for the MiG-25, NATO reporting name Foxbat, it took its maiden flight in September 1975 and was designed to work efficiently in all weather conditions. It is considered to be among the fastest combat jets in the world and is expected to remain in service until at least the mid-2030s. The MiG-31 is equipped with state-of-the-art digital avionics, and unlike the MiG-25, it has two seats, with the rear occupied by a dedicated weapons systems officer. Its reported airframe comprises 49% arc-welded nickel steel, 33% light metal alloy, 16% titanium, and 2% composites. The MiG-31 also was designed to work efficiently in all weather conditions, while its highly aerodynamic and streamlined body enabled it to fly at low altitudes with required supersonic speeds. It is equipped with efficient low bypass ratio turbofan engines, which allow an increase in combat range. Though the MiG-31 was not developed for close combat or rapid turning, it was the first Soviet fighter aircraft to have true look-down and shoot-down capability, while it could track multiple targets simultaneously at high altitudes. The MiG-31's Zaslan radar was the world's first phased array unit, which had a range of 200 kilometers. It could track 10 targets simultaneously and control the engagement of 4 of them at once, until 2001, when the Japanese Mitsubishi F2 with an advanced phased array radar was adopted. The MiG-31 was the world's only serial fighter aircraft to be equipped with such a phased array radar. The upgraded MiG-31BM is further reported to employ R-33 long-range air-to-air missiles and R-73 short-range air-launched weapons. It is powered by two D-30 F6 engines, which provide a takeoff thrust of 15,500 kph, and the fighter interceptor has a maximum speed of 3,000 km/hit and a ceiling of 20,600 meters. It is also outfitted with a mid-air refueling system. It is unknown how many of the original MiG-31s have been upgraded to the 31BM standard, but it has been reported that it is less than 100 of the original 500 aircraft produced during the Soviet era. There have been rumors that during the late Cold War, A MiG-31 Foxhound may have been used to chase after the U.S. military's SR-71 Blackbird spy plane and reportedly locked on with its missiles. Still, as the American reconnaissance aircraft was never employed to actually overfly Soviet airspace, this story seems dubious. Whether the incident occurred has remained a matter of conjecture at best, however. At least one former Soviet pilot believes the MiG-31 would have had the upper hand. If the SR-71 had violated Soviet airspace, a live missile launch would have been carried out. There was practically no chance that the aircraft could avoid an R-33, explained Major Mikhail Mayaki, retired Soviet MiG-31 pilot, according to theaviationgeekclub.com. Despite its touted capabilities, the MiG-31 hasn't served as an interceptor in Ukraine. Rather, it has proven to be a capable attack aircraft that Kyiv takes very seriously, and with good reason. The supersonic fighter is capable of carrying Kinzhal ballistic missiles. Because those missiles travel at very high speeds and have a long range, every time a MiG-31 takes off from a Russian military base near Ukraine, an air raid alert is issued across the entire country, sometimes lasting for hours.